you say that, but
I say that.
kind of in a fun dungeon.
A fungin?
A fungin. Kind of a play on words? King Candy. Love him. Love him to death. So, as the stream starts on that gem, we have a band of adventurers working their way through White Plume Mountain, a lair of not the Mad Mage, but a Mad Mage. They have recovered one of the artifacts they were pursuing, the Great Warhammer Whelm. They did so from a vampire. After defeating the vampire, they made their way back to near the entrance and set out through the northern tunnel. They encountered a pool of water with kelpies below beckoning them to come for a swim. But since they had water walk, they couldn't get into the water. They just sort of played with each other through the plane of glass water that could not be penetrated. They continued on, taking a right-hand turn, heading down a tunnel where they encountered a spinning corridor painted with black and white lines meant to dizzy and confuse them, coated in a slippery oil which they correctly deduced was flammable. They set it afire, springing the trap early. Once it was burned out, they and their companion Flesh Golem went through. The Flesh Golem spent a great deal of time in that corridor, tumbling around and tumbling and tumbling. The rest of the party successfully made it to the other end. There they encountered a trap, the wizard Snarla, a werewolf, shooting spells, and her lover shooting arrows through a small murder hole while they tried to keep the door shut. Eventually, the door was destroyed. The party charged in and dispatched the pair. They discovered a small amount of treasure, a spell book, and then cleared the area. They successfully reunited, brought the party back together, and headed on out to catch up some rest at the Dead Knoll's Eye Socket, a small area where they can camp away from the mountain. That rest was accomplished. Please make sure everyone takes the benefits of a long rest. Get those hit points back, they're important. Restore those spell slots and other such abilities.
Before the rest,
Sure.
Valandra was gonna ask Dawn if there was a way that a flesh golem could be healed.
Is that an arcana?
That seems like an arcana kind of check.
I cast guidance.
All reasonable things to do.
Ooh.
That's not an amazing arcana, but you do have some help, probably, and a guidance. So feel free to re-roll that one with the advantage. And
No.
not so much better, but still on a 15. You do know some things about flesh golems. The first of which is they have a temper. You know that after a while of beatings, a flesh golem can go berserk, at which point it just attacks everything around. It sort of short circuits. The other thing you know is they don't like fire, not even a little bit. You're also familiar with the way to recharge or heal a flesh golem is to apply electricity or lightning damage to them.
Waverly, do you want to shoot it with the wand of lightning bolts before we rest?
Okay. If what?
We just said the way to heal it is to do lightning. Electricity. So.
I can do that. Yeah.
Sure.
It needs a kickstart.
Everybody stand clear.
Zot.
Ignore the sneak damage there. I'm pretty sure sneak attack does not occur. Does not apply here.
Does not apply in this case. However, the golem is healed for 18 points of damage. No, sorry, 19 points of damage. Wrong way around.
You want to do that once more?
Yeah, okay.
It's down like 11 still, so.
This is kind of fun.
Oh, Jesus!
That first one was a warm-up lightning bolt.
Is that enough lightning for you?
Yep,
I can just
that's
see
plenty.
Waverly
Getting
like
way
shooting
too
backwards.
into
I'm sure it smells amazing currently.
Probably.
Barbecue.
Like cooked sausage.
Little sparks are linking Waverly's whiskers, like zipping between them. Good stuff. So
Her eyes are alight with that electricity. She's just like, power.
Yes!
So Waverly has finally got a chance to use one of the new toys.
Oh god.
All right. As the healing lightning surges forward, and everybody else is like, "Oh!" You realize that you've given away your position to anyone even vaguely interested in knowing where you were. Thankfully, it seems as though no one was hunting you at the moment. You do have the benefits of your long rest. Your golem looks refreshed and revitalized. And I assume you're going to be heading back into White Plume Mountain. Is that assumption correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. And I see we're casting a water walk ritual.
Shortly before we enter, yep.
Sounds
Are we also
good.
going to do that water breathing? Yeah.
In the water
she did.
breathing.
Water
He
walk.
can do that. He can do that one early because that one lasts 24
This is 24 hours, so
mine's only an hour, so
Sure.
I wait till we're right about in the dungeon before doing that.
you'll do
Sounds
it
good.
as they're working on breakfast.
So we do have water walk and water breathe. Those things
Yep.
applied.
Mhm.
Yeah, good. This is
Excellent.
my first language. Imagine how the second one goes. So, anything else I should know about before you make the descent into White Plume Mountain? Of course, you pry open the lid. You've got that spiral staircase heading down. Still looks fairly intact. No trouble as this flesh golem went up. You're much lighter than them.
For Dawn and Waverly, since you weren't here last time, there's a treasure chest that we still have to open, and then there's what looks like a door to a bank vault or something. So it's
Oh.
probably the second boss that we're getting right into here.
Did you want me to look at that treasure
We
chest?
do want you to look at the treasure chest, yes.
Okay,
But just that's what's going to be happening in case either of you have any preparations. We don't know what the
You already fought a
what we're
werewolf.
fighting, so yeah. I already fought a werewolf.
So that's this here. Upwards.
Yes.
The chest is like right here.
Yeah, the chest is over to the right and north, but yeah, the bank vault door is right there.
bring me to the chest.
All right. So the goals have been established. Let me ask you, anything else I should know about on the approach? Okay,
Nope.
good. So,
As we pass through the this area, Place is just gonna sing her counter. Charm.
sure. Sounds
That
good.
was just in case.
So, for reasons unknown, I'm going to make a couple of rolls here. And those rolls are going to be important. But before I do that, can I get a marching order from you? And if you want to just line yourselves up in the hallway, down here the way you would be. Just kind of first to last.
Let me just
And that
zoom
way I
in
can
here a
see
little
which way you're going.
We're yeah, okay. That'll work.
All right.
I like Dawn like 20 feet back from the rest of us.
Oh, that's fine. That's
I
fine.
appreciate that.
So, now for those rolls, let's come over to the right area because I'm trying to do it.
Also, to everyone in the poem, We do know actually. We don't know if this is underneath inverted ziggurat or doing battle with the beast in the boiling bubble. But it's probably one of those two.
Well, was it the boiling bubble where the bubbles were boiling off in the other room with the vampire dwarf pirate?
No,
that was
because
Cavern Vast.
Yeah,
where chain lies
yeah.
past water spouts double.
This one is either to rescue Wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble, or Black Razor yet remains to be won underneath inverted ziggurat.
Well, if we went from right to left and the right one was the first thing listed in the poem, we've got a good shot that number
not.
2 is
It wasn't actually. The first thing listed was Wave, and then it was Whelm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Whelm was in the middle and it was on the right, so there's not probably a relation necessarily, or not an easy relation.
What's that you say? A
Turn order?
Why would you have a turn order come
no.
up? Would everyone please add themselves to the turn order?
We haven't done anything yet.
Oh, you think not, but you have. You have. And our little friends here are going to add themselves to the turn order after we do 5 very important rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, goddamn, they are crushing it. Can everyone please tell me what their passive perceptions are?
18.
17.
15.
not nearly as high as those.
So good news is not all of them are going to surprise you, but some of them, it seems, may.
Mine's a 13, by the way.
If it does make a difference, I do have the eyes of an eagle.
You do have the eyes of an eagle. That might actually help in this situation.
And I've got a bird.
Birds are good.
Wait, I think that does something with my perception.
Can you add the golem to the turn order, Casey?
Sure can.
Because there's not an initiative thing, it's just a dex check, so it doesn't add itself.
They have an initiative at the top of their page, don't they? Right to the right of armor class.
Oh, I could have just missed it, yeah.
Oh, that's right. So he's in there with the 16. Number 9 is good. And
no, not on the page that you gave us.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
I thought that carried over.
So my passive perception is actually 19. Because I have Edgar chilling on my shoulder.
Sounds good. That is startlingly good. All right. Some excitable fellows are going to do their thing.
That's a tie.
Cool.
It's a straight up tie.
Right. And here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to move back in time slightly. And the reason we're moving back in time slightly is excitement happens as you're on your way down the stairs. So we got Waverly, we got Dom, we got Telaise, we got Mord.
Are we on the stairs?
You are on the stairs. You are on the stairs descending. As you first hit the bottom, Valandra or 9, who is the one to first step down into the water? Oh, looks like Valandra is the first to step into the water.
Onto the water.
Onto the water, correct. So, as you make your first step down, several large creatures, well, medium-sized creatures technically, burst from the water and strike at you, attempting to gain the element of surprise. Bugbears.
Aquatic bugbears?
It seems that they were lying in the water, little reeds sticking up so they could breathe through them. And as they
It's
not suspicious.
Nobody noticed that at all.
Nobody noticed a thing. Actually, they were very good at it, I must say. Their stealth rolls were quite impressive. 3 of them do have the element of surprise. And Valandra, your passive perception was a 19?
18.
18. Okay.
Dawn has the 19.
You got it.
Yeah.
So, that's going to surprise them. Bugbear burst up. It's going to attack at Valandra. Bugbear does have surprise and stealth, so it is an advantageous attack. Valandra. Does an 8 hit? Probably not.
Not quite.
All right.
That's cute. That's funny.
Mord, what was your passive perception?
14 Eyes of the Eagle, if that makes any difference.
So the 14 is not going to let you get an attack or response to most of them.
But I have Feral Instinct that allows me to, if I'm surprised, as long as I rage as the first thing, I can act normally on a surprise turn.
Very nice. You are surprised, but you may do that feral thing that you do. So, Mord, you are currently behind 9 and Valandra, so probably a good 15 feet up the spiraling staircase. It seems that you're going to rage, but then what?
Well, I am going to rage, obviously. Then I will jump down the stairs and go after the bugbears that are behind. Jump down the stairs, land in the water, take a look around, notice the other bugbears, presumably. That's fair.
So I would say places you can land. You can land over here. You can land right here, or you can land over here. So basically any of these or this one.
I will land right there.
Ka-doom.
And then I will start trying to whelm these guys into submission.
Trying to whelm them into submission. Certainly may. If you would please whelm them into submission. Heck of a whelm. I do north or west?
Just straight north.
Straight north.
And it seemed like this attack was made with advantage for some reason.
Were you
27?
Were you recklessly attacking?
I was not.
Okay. So the first one, you don't have advantage on then. That would hit though, and that's going to do. What do you
12.
got here? One-handed?
Yes, one-handed.
Okay, one-handed. 12 points of damage. Absolutely.
And then the second one is 13.
15.
15 is going to miss though. He deflects. Mord, any other activity for you?
Where is the one that's right in front of Valandra?
They're attacking through the grate, so they're basically stabbing and swinging at her as she's on the stairs.
Oh, okay. Then no, I will stay right here.
Got it.
Or I will yell out that there are 5 of them. 5
good.
or are there 6? I
5.
can't quite tell.
There are 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the one that looks like it might be the 6th is 9.
Yeah, I realized that as I was saying that.
You got it. Waverly, what was your passive perception?
17.
17 is good enough to act. So what are you doing?
Well, excuse me. I'm on the stairs up above, aren't I?
You are. You're a good probably 20 to 25 feet up in the air.
So I would be able to shoot an arrow down into any of these
Sure.
bugbears in the water.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to aim for this guy right here.
Okay.
Because I should have sneak attack on that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Pew pew.
Pew pew indeed. Oh, 15 though, no. Not quite pew pew enough.
Darn. Okay,
Gotta
well, I
put-
guess I can't do anything else because I'm caught in between people on the stairs.
Can move between friends.
Gotta put a little English on it.
Yeah, but leave the tank in front. Don't go down there.
Well, there's this spot here.
I mean,
so-
being up on the
That's
stairs
fair.
is probably a good place for the ranged people to be.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm
Because
so
we can
needy.
literally hit everything.
I mean, also, I'm thinking it's probably a bad idea to electrocute the water.
Yes.
No, it's a great idea, especially when you're on a metal staircase. Yes, I like the idea. I endorse this idea. I'm excited about this idea. But in the meantime, a bugbear, one of the ones that does have surprise, strikes at Valandra once more. Advantage on the attack, and it is a surprise, but doesn't matter. Advantage 21? No. Too darn good. Number 9.
You keep hitting that 21, just one away.
They'll get you eventually. Number 9, though, has no orders at the moment, except he was following along, so does no action. Mr. Bugbear, the final one that has the surprise, will go for the attack on Valandra. Advantage on the roll. 20, nope. No dice. Other Bugbear, this one's going at Mord, standard attack. Mord, 20's on the nose.
That'll hit. So 4 damage.
4 points of damage dealt. The Bugbear looks a little surprised how you just shook that one off. And Dawn.
Dawn is going to yell at 9 to kill the bugbears, and he's going to Eldritch Blast at that guy there.
Mm-hmm.
Pew.
Both pews hit. 18 points of pew. Bugbear does not look at all well. Dawn, any other activity?
Nope, he's comfortable where he is. Out of the way.
Bugbear. Gonna swing over here. Take a step up, try and help out with Mord. Standard attack on Mord. 5, probably not. Telaise, how about it?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I will since I can see everything from my vantage, I'll shoot at the one that just moved next to Mord.
Sure. $18 is a hit. 4 points of damage is dealt. Bugbear spits at you with his straw. Telaise, anything else for you?
No, we're good, right? I'm actually very happy on the stairs.
All right. Valandra, you've drawn a lot of attention, but no damage. What are you doing?
Word of Radiance. The 3 next to me can make a con save.
They can.
I mean, they're bugbears, so they might be able to, but...
You have faith in them more than I do. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey, 2 of them actually did. But the first took 6 points of damage. He looks real bad. Real bad.
And then I will cast a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Which does not actually take up space, so I'll have it hovering over the one up in the corner there.
Sure. That's
the one that looks real bad, right?
He does look pretty bad. He looks so bad. He just blurble sinks under the water. Valandra, anything else for you?
Nope.
All right, back around to the first bugbear. He looks at Valandra and her encasement of mithril and says, "Screw that noise," and swings at Mord instead. Mord. No. Wowzers, no. Mord. These guys are more of a joke than I was hoping for. Mord, what are we doing?
To be fair, they have a decent AC. But no, I'm going to continue trying to whelm them.
Yes, please. That is a hit, and that's a miss. 13 points of damage. He is staggering around. He just needs someone to blow on him to knock him down, but he's still standing.
Well, shucks.
He's leaning against the corner. He's like, "Cut me, Mick. Cut me." Waverly.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to try and shoot that same bugbear again.
Okay. This guy right here, right?
Yes.
You totally shoot him.
You do
totally.
Shoot him. 100% shoot him.
Ooh.
11 points of shoot him, in fact.
With nearly minimum damage. Jeez.
Yes. But it is a hit, and that's a good sign. Waverly, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Bugbear moves around to block up the stair and surround Mord starts swinging away at Mord. Mord.
Absolutely not.
Man. Number 9 has his instructions. He leaps into the fray. Would somebody please choose a bugbear for him to hit and roll some attack?
Do that one.
Yeah,
He's right on
sure.
top of
The
him.
one right next to him.
You got it. 16 is a hit for 13 points of damage. 11 is not, though. So, he is still among the living for a little while longer. Number 9 received no additional instructions, so does not do anything more than continue to pound at that bugbear. Bugbear above Mord takes his swing. Mord, 23. I gotcha.
Yep.
8 points of damage. Split that in half.
4.
So
4. Dawn.
This is the one that looks really bad?
They both look really bad. Both of them to the north look like they're like leaning on each other, like we'll make it through.
We'll shoot the first one at that guy.
Okay. 17 is a hit. 13 is well enough to knock him out.
At the other guy.
11's a miss, though.
Cute.
You shot it with your offhand.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Mord, attack from behind. Morningstar, attack. 21 for 5.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo.
For 2.
Yeah, round that down to 2. These guys are just... They're not in it. Telaise.
She's gonna focus on the same one, the one that's back here.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, she's gonna viciously mock that guy.
Viciously mock him. A wisdom saving throw. The bugbear looks up at you as you start making fun of him as his friends are dying all around him, and he starts to cry.
He starts to cry.
4 points of damage dealt, and disadvantage on the next attack, I believe?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
They
Valandra.
needed that.
Spiritual weapon floating in the air. What you doing?
Let's do another Word of Radiance.
Constitution saving throws, top to bottom, 2 of them. 1, 2. 6 points of damage. You drop 1.
Yeah.
The other seems unaffected.
Have either of... I'll direct the weapon to go against the one on the bottom there.
Okay.
And...
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a
Tons of
22
hit.
looking.
It's looking, he's staggering, but they're up. You can see through the tears streaming down his face from the mockery, through the pain coming through his head. He'd prefer not to be here right now, but seems compelled to continue the fight. Mord, what you do? Oh wait, hang on. That was action, bonus action, yeah. Mord, what you doing?
Did the bugbear not get a turn?
Bugbear. There's
The bugbear that was before me.
He is dead.
Or did that one die?
That one died.
Oh, okay.
He's taking his turn, breathing in water slowly, sinking into the abyss.
He did.
He did.
Good enough. Okay. Then I will switch focus to the bugbear south of me.
Mm-hmm.
Or, directions.
Sure.
Casey, is this dungeon rotating?
All dungeons rotate when I'm involved.
Oh, holy crap.
That's a lot of damage. You destroy him on the first, and he sinks, crushed. I assume you do the backhand, come around.
Absolutely.
And crush his buddy. Another 16 points of damage.
Just whack-a-mole him into the water.
There is not a lot of fight left in this guy, but he's going to try. Waverly, anything for you?
Okay. I want to shoot this guy.
Okay.
I'm going to try. Pew pew.
Not quite. Off by 1.
Ah!
He remains, dodging out of the way of the arrow. Little bit of life left in him. He's going after Mord again. He just one good hit. He sure can take Mord down. I mean...
No.
No.
AC 17 with a shield.
Number 9. Still on instructions to kill the bugbear. How about some attacks? Oh my god. Kill the bugbear is executed properly, pounded into the water and beyond, denting the floor below. It's a little bit bugbear bloody in here. But we're going to drop out a turn order for now. And you are free to continue on your way. The bugbears did have a little bit of coin on them. Nothing of note. More like the lucky copper coin tucked away. Not that lucky. Not a lot of stores down in this particular dungeon.
Yeah, wasn't
too
lucky.
Probably like
they wasted
like
it all
a band of roving bugbears just kind of showed up here, saw us, and tried to ambush us.
No, this looked more like a deliberate trap. These were expertly crafted reeds. They were made to blend in. They had
the non-reed-like atmosphere of the water.
They had their ghillie suits on. Like each one of them had like little patches of like goo stuck to them, so they sort of blended in as they were floating there. No, okay.
I will. Noticing that 9 did not go at the beginning of the combat because none of us had given him orders.
Mm-hmm.
I will give him standing orders to attack anything that attacks us.
Sure.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, okay. We can do that. You can assign him to stay with and guard a person if someone attacks that person, and no other. They can basically do one instruction at a time. So guard me is fine. That will keep him with you.
Guard party.
Yeah, anyone who attacks the party.
Guard party will work as long as you guys don't split. If you split, he's going to need another instruction because he's going to be confused.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Fine. We're not planning on splitting the party, are we?
No.
Who would do that in a dungeon?
That, but
I mean, it happened last week.
We kind of did last time, but that was for metagame reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, we passed this little side room that didn't have anything in it, but we were suspicious of it, so you guys stayed and guarded that while we went on ahead.
Okay.
Guard the rear.
Cat and mouse games.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. Wow. How did we not make that joke already?
I was just wondering that.
Probably because the cats and mouse have not been alone together.
That's true. You guys do keep them separated frequently. But you are free to continue on. Are you continuing along the north passage or heading off to the northwest to parts unknown?
We're going back to the chest.
Going back to the chest. So, everybody hang on. We're going to do a little zoom in here. Bang.
Oh my goodness.
I almost got it. I missed a little. All right, back in there. Okay. So
I will stand guard with 9 here.
Standing guard.
And Telaise is going to show Waverly the chest.
All right, let me see this chest.
All right, so
look at the chest.
Look at the chest.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there.
It's a chair.
Right
there.
It's a chest. It is a chest. We're good. We're good.
Do I see traps?
Hang on. Whoa. We just teleported way across the dungeon. I gotta scroll a little bit here. Loading. All right, so the room that you're in. For those who weren't here last time, unlike the previous rooms, this place is beautifully decorated. The floor is covered by fine rugs, the walls by erotic tapestries and shimmering curtains, the ceiling by an intricate mosaic depicting a summer sky dotted with fleecy clouds. In the northeast corner is a large, lavishly covered bed, strewn with cushions. Next to it, on a low table, is a buffet of sweetmeats, cakes, and other delicious-looking comestibles. Maybe not so much now that they've been sitting out for about 8 hours in this damp, humid weather, but they looked good yesterday. In the northwest corner of the room is a brass-bound oaken chest. Now then, that brass-bound oaken chest.
I like this room.
I
especially like the erotic tapestries. That's a nice detail.
Okay, Waverly.
Special tapestries. Things
that we're learning about you now.
So,
Dawn is
inspecting.
not comfortable with the tapestries.
Inspecting.
Do any of the erotic tapestries involve Mousefolk, and if so, can I take one?
Boy, was I hoping you were not going to ask for that. All right, so I'm not going to go into detail. All right, but the owner of this room was a werewolf. Okay, the owner of this room may have been inspired by the Twilight movies for certain pictures, and may not have been on Team Edward. Okay? So, it's not Mousefolk, but just kind of run with it. Now, as
Are
I've
you taking the furry porn? Are you
No, it's
doing
okay.
it?
I mean, is it really furry porn when you're furry?
Yeah, right.
Well, yes.
It's just regular porn.
It's just regular porn.
Yeah, it's just
Come on.
regular porn. I mean, Mousefolk are like, why are you guys into shaven porn? That's weird.
Oh, God.
Waxy porn. So, back to this brass-bound chest. It is a chest.
He's like, oh, thank God, we're talking about the chest.
Yes, I'm not sure if talking about chests in this situation is the best option for me, but we're going to go with it. Bound chests, even. I could get myself in a lot of trouble here. This one is booby-trapped. Yeah, I'm gonna run with the jokes.
See, I knew it.
So,
I was going to say, are there actual boobies involved in this trap?
there could be.
Oh,
Who knows?
God.
In this trapped bound chest.
In this trapped bound chest. Boy, am I in trouble.
But if it's bound, it is already trapped.
Yeah.
Well,
Free the
Tyranny of
boobies.
Dragons, everybody.
Free the
We are
boobies.
super grown up.
We are all kinds of
regret
adult
nothing.
content.
We are adults.
Very adult. We are rated M for mature.
So, as you review the chest and realize, yes, there is a trap on here, this could be dangerous. Are you going to attempt to undo the trap?
yes, I am.
All right. Please
I
give
cast
me
guidance.
Please give me a Thieves' Tools check based on dexterity.
Sorry, it's touch range. I cast guidance.
Can I help?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you some help.
Sure.
Alright.
I'm dexteritous.
Thieves' tools, or can't I just roll sleight of hand?
I spelled that. I said that wrong on purpose.
I mean, are you trying to trick the chest into an opening?
Oh, fine. I'll roll thieves' tools.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed.
Plus that D4 from guidance.
Plus that D4 from guidance. Oh, they
28.
got the 28. So, you're like, tinker, 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 sproing, and the chest is open. And emerging from the chest, a huge cloud of noxious gas. A stinking cloud is released. Eyes water. Stomach contents could be emptied.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
But after a little while, the cloud clears.
We all move out and we just start fanning the door. When they really like their stinking, smelly spells, that's...
Guys, fan faster. The smoke alarm's gonna go off.
I'm
More
so
just
glad I'm
stayed in
not
the
the only
room
one
and
who
used
thought of that.
whelmed just to wave it out.
So, after a little bit of
used to
time...
it.
After a little bit of time, you do get back into the room and find some loot. 400 electrum pieces,
Electrum.
300
Oh,
gold
geez.
pieces, 7 gems worth a total of 1,300 gold.
None of us know what to do with the electrum pieces. Like,
It's pretty. It's
It is
pretty.
money.
It is pretty.
It's halfway in between gold and silver.
It's a little bit of both. It's that special blend.
Is it okay if I convert that to platinum? I didn't actually have a spot for electrum on the loot list here.
Sure. Yeah. We can assume conversions. You guys do have a handy portable way to move money around.
Electrum is very pretty,
It is
by the way.
very nice.
And look at that. Look at all those gems.
Those gems.
That's 7. That is a 7 gems worth a lot of money.
They're pricey gems. Snarla has good taste, sort of. So.
Yeah, those gems are worth like 186 gold apiece. That's how the math works out. Really? Divided by 7? Yeah, 186 gold.
Mord, how are you looking from that last fight with the bugbears?
Just some scratches. Nothing to worry about.
Valandra doesn't believe you. Take 14.
Okay, that's 4 over. But
yeah,
I'd only taken 10 damage in that fight.
You know, for as young and small she is, she's kind of a helicopter parent.
Isn't she just?
I mean, really is. So, loot has been acquired and stored.
She did drag Telaise away from a playdate last time.
It happened.
Did. And of course, the Kelpies were trying to lure you back under, but you've pretty much...
Did they even bother when we passed through?
I mean, they do. They want to be your friends, and they're just very confused by this situation. So, they're like...
Even if we win, they don't come down. I don't understand.
So, you know, they basically pop their head up. They're like... And then back away.
Like, oh, it's you again. Never mind.
You want to get wet with the water? No? Okay, fine. So, we are presented again with the choice, north or northwest?
North.
Yep.
So, an enormous door made of thick metal. The edges are flanged so that they overlap the door jamb. Big, turny wheel handle in the middle, like you might see on a submarine door if submarines existed, or on a bank vault door. Open it up. Currently closed.
Well, let's open the door.
Sounds like a good plan.
So
We gotta
more
check
opening the
every
door
trap?
with assistance from the golem.
Sure.
Check it for traps first before something.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Your
Give me
arms with it.
a perception-y roll for that trap check, please.
Okay.
Are rogues the only ones that are able to search for traps?
Nope. Anybody can search for traps. Rogues who just happen to usually be good at it.
I will roll that as well.
Sure.
If that's all right.
Okay. After a little deliberation, you're like, yeah, we don't see any traps here. It is going to push open, so you would unlock it and push it open away from you. It's going to swing from... It is hinged on the left-hand side. You cannot see the hinges from where you are.
Mm-hmm. I cast guidance on Mord.
Mm-hmm. And if the two who would be in the front would please step to the front to open the door and arrange yourselves behind. And...
A little further back there, Waverly.
Oh, fine. I'm just excited. I'm so excited.
And a very exciting moment as the door opens fully, revealing a 10-foot square room and another door.
Excellent.
Wow. So, yes, 10-foot square room, basically just a little bit bigger than it would need to open the door, and a identical door just ahead.
Is
Rinse
it like...
and repeat.
Okay.
Like, is it...
You
How
guys,
heavy was the vault-ish door?
you didn't pick it up, but it is a very, very heavy-looking door. It's easily 5 to 6 inches thick. It looks to be made of metal. It's got a big overhang on the door jamb, and you can see the hinges are big, meaty-looking hinges with massive pins sunk in them.
Okay.
And are you opening that next door?
We checking for traps on this one, or are
Sure.
we just opening the door?
I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm gonna look.
That is good. There we go.
All right.
I see all the things.
All the things. You're like, I know what this is. It's a door. It's fine. It's fine. There's just, it's a door. That's all it is. And a motorcycle. Who knew?
What's a motorcycle?
All right, so opening the door.
Opening the door to reveal Another 10-foot square room with another door! Yes! This dungeon is amazing! Alright, this door.
Suspense.
This door, also metal, also square, also appears to be untrapped. Yes! Excellent! You're like, this door is awesome! A little warm, actually. Weird. So, slightly warmer here than it has been in the past. And you realize you're like, okay, can I touch this door? Okay, I'm going to touch that door.
I think, like, as this happening, Dawn's going to sit here and cast Detect Magic. Just to make sure they're actually moving through doors.
Sure.
Like, going forward and not just repeatedly going through the same door.
So you cast Detect Magic, and oh yeah, you got some magic going on. Every one of your party members glows like a light bulb, enchanted in many ways, as does Whelm. The doors, however, seem non-magical, and you don't notice anything that would indicate that you're doing some sort of loop. Just 3 doors in a row for some reason.
I know, like, I could see on the map that we're moving forward, but just in case, he's gonna be like,
Map makers lie.
Map makers do lie. So are we going to open?
Who are also DMs.
Are we going to open?
Yeah, I was
this
gonna
door?
say that. That would be a funny way to just repeat that door up the map.
Don't give him ideas.
It's a really good idea, actually. I'm tucking that one away for when you all forget you gave me that idea.
And so it looks like we're moving forward on the map, but that's yeah.
There is an awful lot of up to this map that we haven't gone into.
There is,
So.
isn't there? So,
All right,
Open the door.
next door. All right. So you prep. You open. It's not a 10-foot square room. It's weird. Where you are, the passageway just sort of stops, and in its place is a oddly spongy, bubble-like tube leading out, and you can see it must be through water, perhaps? But the water is bubbling like crazy.
well, that answers that question.
And you can see ahead of you that it opens up, but that's about the extent of your dark vision, I think. And there's not a lot of light. So let me just double check myself.
I do have a question.
Sure.
This spongy outside, it doesn't happen to look anything like flesh, does it?
No. It's transparent, actually. Good question, but no, the mountain's not trying to eat you. It looks like the surface of a bubble. So like a transparent, membrane that resists, a tentative poke. It seems solid enough. You push against it with a little bit of weight. Okay, yeah, you could probably stand on this and walk forward like it was a really uncomfortable tunnel.
Did someone have light? The cantrip?
I have light, yes.
Do you want to cast it on like a copper piece and throw it ahead?
Ooh.
Okay, that sounds like a really good idea.
I love this. We should do this more
Or
often.
an arrow, potentially, if you can shoot that farther.
It's always arrows.
I mean, do we know? Like, I don't know how solid this bubble is. I don't want to pop it before.
Yeah.
Let's start with the copper piece. Here, hand it to Mord so he can throw it really far.
Okay, yes.
Yeet that thing.
I cast light on a copper piece and I hand it to Mord.
Okay. Light is cast
guidance
on a copper piece and
really
handed to Mord. So that seems like we're building up for an athletics check of some sort with guidance.
All right.
I don't think anyone can help you with this one, though, so I think this is going to be...
No, I don't think so either.
What about moral support? I believe in you.
Throw it. I mean, if you wanted to... That's
just kind of like give suggestions on the direction on like where to actually throw it.
Oh,
There's one direction.
Well,
I mean, it's a good band,
us.
but I'm not sure we want to sing that song. So, how about that athletics check, then?
Oh my god.
Wowzers!
Nope.
Okay. You're like, bing, and you fire that coin down the tube, and it is like ging, 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 doing. And as it doings, you hear
Huh?
You hear I don't think I can do it.
I think it's going to be like the vampire pirate. Made another guy with a weird voice.
Oh God.
Let's reveal some area here. Let's reveal a big chunk of area.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that a giant crab?
Are we in Moana all of a sudden?
That is the song. That is the song that Telaise did not recognize last episode.
Oh,
Because Tom Mazzello wasn't always this glam.
Yes, I don't.
So
I've never watched Moana.
you should. It's actually quite good. It is quite good.
you lob this coin down. It reaches a large area where the bubble expands. You can see the back wall behind it. All around it, little bubbles are coming up, indicating that the water surrounding the membrane is actively boiling. Moving around towards the back of the bubble, an enormous crab. It scuttles over, reaches down, and with one pincer, carefully picks up the coin and inspects it. I see what you do here. You covered it with a phosphorescent algae. No. But big crab, big bubble, lots of boiling water. What you guys doing?
Oh no! I just had the worst idea.
Oh, and what?
Well, do you want to share with a glass?
We don't have any garlic butter, okay?
See, she got it.
Yep.
Giant crab, boiling water. Push.
I am on fire.
Is that
tonight.
something right there?
Is that something? That does look to be a treasure chest of some sort, one might say. Perhaps it is the crab's shiny treasure. Who knows?
Perhaps this is the beast in the boiling bubble.
I mean,
That's
what gave you that
probably,
idea?
that's probably Wave.
Kinda on the nose on that one. But what you all doing?
I'm hesitant
Telaise,
about
can you
going
catch
into that
teleport?
bubble.
And
Can anyone
as
cast
you
teleport?
guys start
No.
questioning one another,
I was gonna say
The
teleport
crab-
it into the hot.
swallows the copper coin. There's a flicker of light as it burps, and then it goes dark again in the bubble.
We could attempt to cast light on an arrow and then shoot the crab with it.
It would have to be in a place his bitches can't reach.
I'm also again hesitant to fire an arrow blindly into the bubble. I could.
We could always ask it if we could have what's in the treasure chest.
We could talk to it.
Okay. If talking doesn't work, I could reveal my holy symbol so I'm glowing with light and then go up into the bubble, and so then you guys can see it to attack it at range.
So, if it's going to be a thing where we talk to it, I'm probably going to be the one who's talking to it, right?
Probably.
Most likely, unless it can't speak, in which case I will be talking to it.
Does someone want to move out with me?
Okay, it looks like Valandra and 9 have stepped down into the tube. You can feel it dip slightly under your feet.
Yeah. Stay behind us.
But
I don't weigh
seems
very
sound.
much, so I should come with you.
okay. Hey, you don't collectively weigh very much, all 6 of you. And no, the bubble seems fine. Very supportive. Actually, kind of a little fun to walk on.
How
Wait,
far
Waverly
is your dark
bounce-
vision? Can you see it now?
So,
I have dark vision. I could see it from the beginning.
so
Not
your dark
quite.
vision is how far? So, most dark vision is 60 feet.
Okay, so I could have to move at least there.
So about
That's
there is where most people start to see it. Okay, you start moving up, moving up. You can see little eyes on their spindles start to focus on you.
All right. Telaise will step to the side here of Valandra because
it sidles over towards you nonchalantly, as crabs are known to do.
And she will raise her hand and call out to it. Hello, do you speak?
I hope it does. It's kind of cute.
You raise your hand and call out to it. Hello, do you speak? And it doesn't really seem to react 100%.
Aww.
Just sort of sidles forward a little bit closer.
Maybe move up.
If we
move
want
back
to retreat,
I was hoping it was going to give us a David Bowie impression.
It does not do that. What it does do is attack. So
right,
I'm going to clear that old turn order there.
Now I can't cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, I mean, you can. You can cast Speak with Animals.
Nope, it's attacking. It's not,
in 10 minutes.
Nothing stopping you from using that spell slot.
Push it off the rim.
Not a spell slot, but yeah.
Oh.
It's ritual.
That's right, sorry.
You want to put the golem back on?
Golem. Hi, golem. Add to turn order. There you go.
Yeah, my initiatives are like my paladin initiatives. Jeez.
Wow, Dawn.
That's normal for him.
Just he likes to consider his options, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So does the crab, apparently. Waverly, it seems like you saw this coming a mile away. This crab was just a little too casual. Casual crab is not casual. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, I will just creep out to this point and bow.
A 13 is not gonna do.
Aw, dang.
I'm
gonna sneak back behind this flesh golem then.
Okay. And
the literal meat shield.
Valandra, would you please roll me a dexterity saving throw? The DC only 10.
Oh, I'm not a fan of those.
Wow.
Yep, I rolled a 10.
On the nose.
Apparently not. Valandra, please take 4 points of fire damage as the arrow shot by Waverly pings off the shell of the crab, arcs up, punctures the bubble slightly, and a stream of scalding water squirts down. It hits the crab's shell and deflects, harmlessly it seems. Unfortunately, boiling water to the face is not fun.
Oh, shit.
So if people have things that are like magic and target-only creatures, that sounds like it would be good in this circumstance.
Maybe. So the whole
I'm very glad Eldritch Blast is creature only.
The hole thankfully seems like it's closing, so that stream of scalding water cuts off after a second or two, but ooh, that was an uncomfortable shower. And Mord, what would you like to do?
All right. So I will go into a rage. Bonus action. For my action, I will throw Whelm at it twice.
Okay.
And then I will move depending on the result of that.
Okay. Please whelm away. Uh, 13. Do you have advantage for some reason?
Were you reckless?
No, sorry.
No
I
problem.
just forgot to turn it off.
No problem.
No.
13 is going to miss. The 15 is going to hit, though. 21 points of damage is a good hit.
Yeah, because throwing whelm is really good.
Is really nice. The crab.
And then I'm gonna probably move up into melee unless it gets an immediate reaction.
It does not take an immediate reaction. As you rush forward, number 9, something has attacked the party. Number 9 attacks the thing. Number 9 does not hit the thing, though. Valandra. Big crab. Big crab.
All right. I will cast. Sorry, debating. I'll start with spiritual weapon.
Okay. Yeah, okay. How long does your spiritual weapon last? 10 minutes?
No, I'll start with casting spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It's gone from previous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it would have been. Because, I know spiritual weapon's not conversation, but yeah. That's a hell of a spiritual weapon. That is a solid hit on the crab. Crab rocked with 13 points of damage. Does not like.
And then, other people in melee. So I'll just, actually, I will Sacred Flame it. It can make a dex save.
It can certainly try. Hey!
Dang.
Yes, it can.
Nimble. It dances around. Actually has a glittery band on one claw. Who knew? Valandra, anything else for you?
Nope.
All right. Telaise, how about it?
I'm actually gonna take a step back.
Take a little step back?
A little
Good
step
plan.
back. And I will viciously mock it.
It is viciously mocked.
It does not have to understand me. It just has to hear me.
Does not have to understand you. It does hear you. It tries to make its wisdom saving throw. It does not. Boy, does it not. 7 points of damage dealt, and it will have disadvantage on its next attack. Telaise, anything else for you?
Not for right now.
Okay. It is going to use its attack. It is going to claw at Mord first. Mord, this one with disadvantage. A 17, Mord?
Oh.
That is my AC.
Okay.
So, yes.
21 points
10.
of bludgeoning damage.
I tried,
as it
man.
Grabs at you. You are grappled as it holds you in one claw. Your movement is now 0. With the other claw, it reaches out for number 9. Claw. 12?
Let me check. Yeah, its armor class is 9.
All right. Number 9 takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage and is grappled. It's now got little dolls to play with. And Dawn, what are you doing?
Is this thing large enough that I could fire, like, and not hit my friends, or should I scoot around?
Sort
of situation. I can't
It's
tell. If
not really smart enough to block your firebolts with your friends. So you would just be firing normally at it.
I mean, like through
Friendly fire, sort of.
like,
Oh yeah, no friendly fire unless it goes stray and has an option to pop a bubble. So what are you firing with?
Eldritch Blast.
It's
cannot pop
creature
a bubble.
only.
Okay, you're
It's
fine.
creature
Yes.
only.
Yeah, you can only hit the crab. Yep.
So hitting crab.
Hitting crab. Those
Hopefully,
will
maybe.
both hit the crab, actually. 21 points of damage dealt. The crab seems upset for some reason. One might say, crabby.
Scoot away, because I could shoot from far away.
Scooting away indeed. Waverly, what you got?
Okay, so apparently arrows are not the best idea.
Maybe not.
Okay,
Take out that rapier.
It's stabby time.
Ooh, stabby time. Please make stabby time happen. That's a stab.
Yeah, that is stabby time.
Nice.
26 points of damage as you find the sweet spot on the crab and wound it severely, but not quite dead yet.
All right. Well, disengage and back away.
All right. And as the DM frantically reloads his page from hitting the back button, Mord, what are you doing?
No. Oh, no.
Mord, what are you doing as I look at the other screen?
So when I'm grappled, I have disadvantage on attack rolls,
Nope.
correct?
Nope, you
Nope,
have
just can't move.
normal.
Oh, it's just speed at 0?
It's just
Speed 0.
Speed 0.
It
Okay.
does have a slightly other bonus because it's a crab and it's got you, but it's not affecting you.
Okay.
You feel the squeeze.
Well, I'm
coming
kind of
on.
curious to see what that bonus is. So
Okay.
I am going to recklessly throw my Warhammer at it, or at Whelm at it twice.
All right, so you are reckless, but you're within short range, so that is just a normal attack. Please go ahead and do so. That's a hit.
Oh, wow.
And that's a hit.
Nice.
So that is a lot of damage. That's 34 points of damage. However, this is a big armored crab, and it seems like it can take a lot of damage. Not a lot
Just what I
more
want.
damage. But, Mord, anything else for you?
You can't move, so.
Cannot move. Number 9, then.
Sorry, I'm reloading.
Sure.
Roll 20. Seemed to disconnect for a moment.
Oh my, I may have disconnected. Yep, I disconnected too.
Oh.
It's probably coming through, guys.
All comes back around.
Because all of a sudden, I was the only person in. I was like, oh dear.
Yep, there goes
Yeah.
mine. Just wait for it to happen.
Load.
Roll 20, I
There we
love
go.
you, but you always wait for those dramatic moments. You just... Roll 20 has a sense of gravitas that I envy.
Oh no,
Come on.
my character sheet's not opening again.
No, you can do it. I believe in you.
I'll have to leave completely and come back.
Roll 20, no. I believe in the you that believes in me, roll 20.
Ha!
Alright, I think I got my pages loaded back here.
Those two will hit.
Oh, wait, what happened?
Oh, did you not get? Okay.
Not yet.
Some of us are just, like,
there we go.
Still
Yeah.
loading and loading the page.
Pair of
I've
23s.
looked twice.
Yeah.
24 points of bludgeoning damage as the golem goes to town on the crab's claw. It does not look pleased with this at all. That's going to bring us down to Valandra as everybody starts to get loaded back in here.
I will use my spiritual weapon
Mm-hmm.
for another 13.
Ooh, that is 13 points of damage. The crab looks frantic. Panic in its
and
eye.
For my action, I'll Sacred Flame it again.
Ooh. DC 16, dexterity saving throw. The crab does its dance, does its shuffle. Not
Yeah.
enough. And
It's my turn.
your turn is the turn that we wanted to see because as it rears up, preparing to smash both Mord and the golem through the bubble into the boiling oil, instead, it just twitches one eye slightly, and then crumples, falling down, very dead.
Oh.
Nice.
A lot of damage dealt, as Roll20 was hesitating. Mord and Nine can pry themselves out of the crab claw.
The boiling water was surrounding the bubble?
You are
or was it just beneath the bubble?
Oh, it is surrounding the bubble. You look up over your head, and you see a lot of water over your head.
Oh, we're in the bubble.
You are in the bubble. You are in the bubble. And you look around and you consider for a few moments. And you're like, oh, we're in a lake, in a caldera of an active volcano. And it's boiling. Huh.
We should move quickly. Is that, this isn't like under the bubble, it's in the bubble, right?
It is in the bubble. That is correct.
Okay, good.
Waverly, check it out.
I'm looking at the chest.
Can I start harvisting the crab?
Oh my goodness.
Or whatever it has in its stomach.
You like crab.
We're gonna eat good tonight.
Tasty, tasty crab.
Boy, howdy, do you have crab. And man, if you want to boil crab, you just basically poke a little hole, dip it in there, flash boil some crab for yourself. Delish.
Check out that silver band.
Yeah, let's check out that copper band, silver band.
Copper. Okay.
So
copper
like
and
an
silver.
Investigation check or what?
Sure. So give me a
I
second.
was okay. Talking to Dawn, who has detect magic up still, I believe. So.
Yep, that lasts for like 10 minutes, and that was a couple seconds. So.
Okay. So you make your way down the bubble, and the bubble eventually touches the floor of the caldera. It's quite warm, but not so much that you can't scoot across it, hot-footing it, as I believe you're all still barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the back, the chest seems to be secured to the floor. Big bolts driven into the rock bed below. You doubt you could get it free.
Can we open it?
But is it trapped?
But is it trapped?
Because I rolled.
Is it trapped? You look at it, you're like, oh yeah. Yeah, this is just way too out in the open not to be trapped. And that crab, not that bright. So, yeah, they're trap. Super trap.
Super trapped.
Big trap.
Okay.
Guidance and assist.
All right.
Also, other people may want to move back more.
You know what? I'll inspire Waverly. Just
Ooh.
Give Waverly no trap can beat you, Danger Mouse.
Of course not. Take it.
That's an extra 1d8 if you need it.
Okay.
Right.
Otherwise, you can keep it for
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Okay. Ooh.
Wowzers.
No, I was helping.
Advantage.
I was helping.
Yeah.
Wowzers, is it nice that you had help.
Roll that 1d4.
So roll the d4.
27. Oh.
Ignore the 6, because I clicked the wrong one.
Right. So, let's see what happens. Little tinker, little twist, little ching, and pop. You get the chest open. The lid swings back, creaks just a little bit. As it does, you realize there's a few things in this chest.
Oh.
Two of them are not quite as big as Waverly's eyes become. Gems, each of them worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
And then, one gem, bigger than Waverly's frickin' head, worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
An assortment of others basically acting as a glittering bed for them, 17 or so. Maybe 4,000 gold in there, something, meh, who knows. Also, a pair of fancy steampunk goggles. A shiny looking stone which just screams, "Hey Dawn, look at me. I'm magical." And a trident. And there's a couple of sacks full of gold, but who cares?
Sorry, you said gems worth 1,000, but you didn't say how many.
I didn't. Two.
Two? Okay.
Two. So let's drop that in the chat there. Loot.
All right.
Also a pair of goggles and a cool looking stone and a trident.
And 1,000 gold.
And 1,000 gold.
Yes. So that gem, maybe Dawn is going to snag the glowy gem. That's obviously magic. Is going to want to identify that when they're not in the bubble still.
Aw, come on. Take your time.
Are the goggles magic?
Are the goggles magic?
I want to try the goggles on.
Goggles
Don't do
are
that.
also magical.
Not yet.
They are magical and they are stylish. And Waverly, how often do you find goggles in your size? And they're your size. They're everyone's size.
Oh, well, not very often.
Don't put them on until we identify
Just
them.
right over your
Fine.
eyes.
Hero,
You
no
just
one
want
is.
to wear them so much.
They're so nice.
Valandra will take them.
Oh.
And then Dawn will take them from her and start heading out of the bubble.
Okay, that's fine. Just the two of us were up at the chest, so I wanted to take them before Waverly just put them on.
Okay.
Fine, if you want to be boring.
And I didn't quite catch, did someone say something about the trident, or is the trident still sitting there?
The trident needs to come.
I'll grab it.
Okay. As you reach out and grab hold of the trident, you hear... And
Okay.
Oh.
Dawn, Telaise, Waverly. A thing has happened.
Oh no.
Oh, shoot.
The bubble has popped.
Not
Oh,
my crab
no.
meat.
No.
Grab
Dawn-
the crab.
Dawn, Telaise, and Waverly. I'm going to need a very important decision from you. The bubble has popped. You can see in that just moment, like when a bubble bursts and you just see the outline moving away from you, and then you see thousands of gallons of boiling water rushing towards your faces. Would you like to try and run towards your friends or away from them through the doors?
Well, we can't abandon them.
Oh, I hate you, Casey.
This is bad. This is really, really bad.
How many times are you gonna put my character through this?
I just
this
it's
issue of saving her own ass and saving Valandra.
I mean,
Valandra can breathe. Is made of water. She should be fine.
You
She
are.
should not
you
be
are.
fine. She will
are-
die from the heat.
You are talking to somebody who is not using logical brain right now.
And everybody can breathe underwater.
We can all breathe underwater, and we also all walk on water.
you do all breathe underwater, and you do all walk on water. And
So
if
you
you happen to remember me
might-
commenting about a weird physics problem, here we go, folks. What would you like?
So we should be propelled up to the top?
I mean,
I
that seems
believe so.
reasonable.
That would make
Can I
that was-
throw a rope to them?
Okay, so some indecision has happened. So I'm going to reset the turn order.
Well, it does say if you target a creature submerged in liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round.
That's exactly what I want to count. 60 feet per round per second. And if everyone could please
So,
add themselves to the turn order.
but it also how is the water rushing in? I'm not sure. With the way the bubble
Quickly
shape.
and painfully.
I mean, is it falling straight down, or is it
Or is it sliding
around
in?
under? Around because of the shape of the bubble.
Sure.
Is it
So
coming around underneath to lift?
we will cover that. Who am I missing here?
Me, hold on. Trying to-
Also, the golem.
Golem does not need to go. I don't think you're going to give him instructions fast enough.
Yeah, water physics. The water would go down
Okay.
to come up.
So
That's water physics.
here's what we got. Right now, the bubble has popped and is disconnecting from the tunnel right about here. Am I on the right level? Yes, okay. So right about here, you've just noticed this bubble's letting go. And it's starting to move that way. It's getting a kind of a snapback effect. As it's going back this way, the water's starting to rush in from all sides. Down from the top, in from the sides. Huge pressurized area has now appeared. The air wants to go straight up. The water wants to fill in as much as possible. And physics gets a little weird here because I'm not going to get into it, but it's basically coming down and in. You have a tunnel that maybe if you're fast you could book it through and get to your party. Or you could head south and maybe get through the doors and shut them behind you. But before any of that happens, Mord, you look up from your big pile of crab meat. You heard that noise. You glance south and you see the bubble moving towards you and the water starting to come in the sides. What are you doing?
So the water is rushing in towards the vault door, correct?
The water is coming in as much as it can around the opening that's appeared here. If the bubble continues to pop, eventually you're going to be in a little bubble of air with nothing holding the water out.
Right. Okay.
So if you booked it, maybe you could get through. I mean, that's a real book it. That's a long way.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. He is going to... Hold on, I'm going to look at my character.
Sure.
You're great. Nice.
As Mord's life flashes before his eyes, is like, is this going to help? Is this going to help? How about that time I got stuck in the swimming hole? Nope. Is Lassie around? Not going to happen.
All right. He's going to...
Morty, you should have killed the giants, Morty. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, jeez. This isn't the time for that, Whelm. There is a serious problem here. Anyway, so he is going to grab Valandra, drag her as far along with him as possible, using an action to dash.
Okay.
And then try to throw her towards the vault door.
Sure.
Oh.
All right. So Mord, you get your full movement because you're basically grappling and dragging, so half movement there, but dash, so get the full movement. Valandra, are you going along with the idea?
Sure.
Okay. And are you going along with being thrown?
Sure.
Okay. Mord, go ahead and move it. Yep. Valandra, go ahead and move it. And Valandra, I believe you wear a lot of armor.
Yep, but it's mithril, so it's light.
It is mithril, so it wears light, but it's still made of metal. So Mord, would you do me the honor of rolling me an attack roll? The number by which you beat Valandra's armor class is the number of is the number of 5 feet you can throw her.
Oh no.
Okay.
Reckless.
Can I rage and reckless?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. I will go down another rage for this. That's.
You don't need to rage to reckless, though, do you?
I think you do.
I think I'll double check that.
Okay.
But so we'll double check that. But go ahead and roll me that attack roll.
Isn't reckless about a weapons master?
Reckless, the Barbarian, gives you advantage attack.
Wait, one sec.
Mm-hmm.
What attack roll?
Any
that
normal
would just be a strength plus proficiency, correct?
Yep. So any normal weapon attack.
Yeah, reckless doesn't have anything to do with rage.
Oh, cool.
So you don't need to...
Very nice. That is a 24, so you may hurl Valandra 10 feet forward beyond where you can drag her. All right. Mord. Has hurled Valandra towards Waverly after a sprint. Waverly, bubbles popping.
Helps if I turn my mic on. I have rope. I have rope. Can I throw the rope? Will that help?
You can throw the rope? You can throw the rope, 100% throw the rope. I'll even let you try and lasso someone if you felt like it.
Ooh.
Just one thing. I accidentally rolled a strength save instead of a strength check.
The save would put your proficiency in there, so that should be correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yep. You get your prof in there. That's the right math. So Waverly, you grab your rope. You're like, rope turns into a circle. Circle's a lasso. Who would you like to throw to or around?
Help Mord.
If I grab more, then maybe he can grab Valandra as I grab.
Sure. You could try that.
Okay.
Either that, or you can let me try to swim there. Like, I'm raging, so if I take damage, it might be halved.
Might
be.
I also have a plan to copy the shit out of this because I had already intended this idea that Mord already took from me.
Okay.
So,
all right. I'll aim for Mord.
Okay. Aim for Mord. Give me an attack roll with advantage because he's frantically waving his arms around in a rage, apparently. Who knows?
Ooh.
Mord, are you a 15 or
roll your bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
He's not using his shield to deflect the
correct. So my AC
rope,
is 15.
so that hits.
Excellent. Very nice.
Okay.
All right.
I hope you wouldn't try and deflect that.
Mord.
I guess actually speaking of that, technically would my shield have been included in my armor class or just the full plate?
We'll give you the extra 10 feet that the two would have had. You get the shield out of the way, sure.
+3 actually because it's magic, so I'd be
+3.
like there now.
All right. So you're right up in there. Arcing over Dawn and Edgar, landing in a pile. The rope snakes out, wraps around Mord. Waverly, if you want to run the other direction with Mord effectively grappled by your rope, you get half movement, but you can tow Mord along as you go.
I will do that.
And you can bonus action dash too.
You can.
I can. I will bonus action dash, which should give me 25 feet of movement.
All right. So you go sprinting down the hallway, Mord bumping along.
Mord, with the rest of us.
Yeah.
And Waverly, well done. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think that's my turn.
All right. So, Valandra, it's your turn. And as you're like, you hear in your head, hey, how do you feel about sea gods?
Question. Is Eldath a sea god?
Eldath,
she's like a water god.
Eldath is not really a sea god. Let me just. I'm gonna double check that one. I don't believe that one counts. The green goddess, mother guardian of groves. I would say she's probably a freshwater. She's got rivers and streams, but I don't think salt water's her thing.
All right.
So, how do you feel about sea gods?
This a philosophical question, or
No. This is purely pragmatic. I'm just curious. What's your affiliation?
I'm not I don't have anything against sea gods, but I worship Eldath.
Open-minded? Could I maybe talk you into a little worship of the old sea gods?
Probably not.
And you feel the trident just get a little bit heavier in your hand. And
man, you picked the wrong person. Pick that up.
And Mord, you hear, prick.
Yep.
So, Valandra, So that trident just gets a little bit heavier in your hand. What you doing?
The wrong person picked that up because if you need someone to convert, it's not going to be the cleric.
Right? It's going to be the person who has an affiliation mentally and emotionally with the sea.
Could
have
gone a different way here, but as it stands,
totally different way.
Valandra,
knowing that Telaise can move other people along with her when she goes, I will move back here and ready in action to close the door when everyone's inside.
Ooh, doors are very good. Valandra, anything else for you on your turn?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Telaise.
I attack the water with my spiritual weapon.
Your spiritual weapon is just whooshed. Fortunately, it doesn't take up any space. But whooshed.
No, I was joking. It's way back here anyway. It's not gonna. Yeah.
Got it. Telaise.
Can I free action command 9 to dash?
Sure.
Like, as fast as you can. Get out of here.
All right.
And then
now is number 9 running towards you, or where are you telling him to get out of here towards? Because get out of here. He's like, ugh.
My thumb behind me, like out the doors.
Sure, sounds good. Please roll me an initiative for number 9, as he has now been ordered to do something. You would like it to be below a 10. Hey!
It super is!
Good job, 9. Number 9, up there. So, Telaise, having given the command, what are you doing?
Let me check my distance here really fast.
So wait, question, Casey. These squares seem to be 10-foot squares. Is that a mistake?
That is a mistake.
Okay.
They are 5-foot squares.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, so...
Hang on, wait.
That crab is not taking up... It's not 30 feet wide, is it?
What?
That's like bigger than a bus.
Just... I don't remember it... Wait, hang on. 60 feet...
Yeah, these are all supposed to be 5.
But these are supposed to be half the size they actually are.
No, 1 square equals 10 feet. No, they are 10-foot squares. They are 10-foot squares.
Since when?
They are 10-foot squares. I've been doing something wrong, or I just noticed the math, but either way, because that's what we were measuring on at the moment. Weird bubble physics. Sorry, we'll figure it out later.
Okay, well, the rest of us were just moving as if they were 5-foot squares.
Yeah, that's how we've been operating the whole time.
Okay. Then
so
we'll keep moving as 5-foot squares. Yeah, no, we'll keep moving as 5-foot squares. You're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to manually count this. God damn it. Hang on, I was looking at distance.
I'm gonna see if I can fix that for myself real quick here.
60 feet, that works. Okay.
I think I fixed it.
Yep.
If I dash, do I still get a bonus action?
Yes, dashing only takes up your action.
Okie dokie. So we're calculating everything out as it's supposed to be, which, okay, there we go, 60 feet. Beautiful. I do bonus action, mantle, inspiration.
Okay.
And I will do that for 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Do you want to? Oh, okay.
Or getting him out of there. I can. He's exactly far enough away for me to do this.
Well, he's far enough away, but if you don't move first, then the other two are not gonna be able to get through the door, or at least Mord is not gonna be able to get through the door this turn.
I'm gonna cast mantle and move. So then you would move to me because it's all my turn.
Do you have mantle description? Because I think it's immediately use your reaction. If not, then we'll be fine. But see what you're going for. I'm just not sure if it can do it. Let me take a look. You know what? Fuck it. It's cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Like I'm sitting here reading through it.
Screw it. It's cool. Let's do it. All right. So
the reason I'm doing this because we've done it this way before.
Yeah,
I just point that out.
We're good.
Okay.
Sometimes I forget things. So a mantle of majesty surrounds Telaise. She beckons you as she darts down the hallway.
Everybody did shit extra hit points, but there you go.
Okay.
You guys all get 4 temporary hit points, and Telaise is going to dash like a bat out of hell. Yeah, she'll actually just go 40. That'll be more than plenty.
Okay. Someone please move number 9, his maximum movement, which is a
30 feet.
30 feet. Yep.
That's free 30 feet, and the rest of you can literally come right up behind me.
All right. Edgar, Dawn, all moving forward.
Everybody come to me. Your full movement for free.
Seem to be hesitating for reasons.
Can I take less than that, or
sure,
do I have to move?
You can take less if you felt like it.
You can take less, but you can take up to your entire movement towards me.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready on this door.
Okay. So bracing behind the doors. Telaise, anything else for you?
That's everything I can do.
All right. Dawn.
Dawn is gonna dimension door all the way down south.
Whoosh! Dawn out.
I mean, he could technically go farther, but like I measured 500 feet from where, like, with the 10-foot thing. But I'm just gonna throw him down here.
Right.
Thanks, Dawn. Thanks a bunch.
He is not capable of, much.
You could wait for the rest of us.
So that brings us to number 9. Number 9 has been instructed to book it. Number 9, please move your book it distance.
There we go.
Okay.
And that would trigger my ready to action.
That will trigger the ready to action. The door slams shut. And at the top of the turn order, that water goes whoosh. It slams against the door. It is not 100% sealed. So, water jets through, sprays of boiling water covering Valandra. Valandra.
Yep.
17 points of fire damage from the spray coming all around the door.
Yep.
Mord, what are you doing?
I am holding my action until Valandra is through this door so that I can close this door.
Got it. So, Waverly, anything?
I don't know what else I can do right now.
Sure, that's fair.
If you want to move further in, that's totally fair.
Okay, I'm just going to... Come on! Hurry!
Valandra,
that's my turn.
As encouragement is shouted to you, what are you doing?
I will attempt to seal this door.
Okay. You spin the lock. It is now obviously locked. However, metal on metal is not 100% seal, especially for the size of this lake. You glance around and you're like, oh, that's why there's 3 doors.
Okay, so I've done what I can with this door?
Yes, you have.
All right. Was that an action?
Free object interaction.
Okay. I will then move to the 3rd door and ready an action to close it as soon as Mord is through.
Sounds good. Telaise, anything else for you then?
I will move up next to Valandra, keeping out of the way and ready an action to seal the door once Valandra closes it.
Sounds good. Dawn, where are you? There you are.
Far away. He's gonna just kind of like watch and wait to see who survives.
So, Dawn,
we love you too, Dawn.
As you are watching,
I would laugh so
someone
hard
with you.
if Dawn gets a random encounter while we're dealing with this.
You know, you say random, but I think scripted. Because Dawn, as you arrive at the intersection, you hear, "Oh, not thinking of leaving, are you? You've been so very entertaining. I just couldn't think of letting you go, especially with those little items of mine. And since you've eliminated some of their guardians, why, you'll simply have to stay to take their places. I'll have to ask you to leave all of your ridiculous weapons behind and let Nyx and Nox escort you to the indoctrination center. I'll be most disappointed if you cause me any trouble and Nyx and Nox have to eliminate you. Don't worry, you'll like it here."
No!
Was this like everybody heard it, or was this just
Oh,
Dawn?
yes, everyone heard
Everybody
it.
heard it?
However, only Dawn sees two forms coalescing.
Where?
One before and one behind. Enormous creatures.
Oh my goodness.
One might say they have a look about them. That look says fire. That look also says, "You look like somebody's mom I once met."
What?
Well, they are Ifrit, which are Jinn.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, they look like a mom, so
They look like someone's mom I once met.
Practically family.
Practically family. I'm sure that's going to come in handy. But as these two creatures coalesce from the gaseous forms that they were holding until this moment, Dawn, what you doing?
How high are the ceilings in here?
The ceilings are, what did we say, about 15 feet high?
How tall are these guys?
They are large elementals, so they're pretty much 10-ish feet high. I mean, there's a little gap between their horns and the ceiling.
Get a bonus action bird and try to fly over this guy back that way. It'll get an attack of opportunity, but it's...
You could use your action to disengage.
That too, and...
So it doesn't get an attack.
So wait, hang on.
Actually, let me double check if that's an action.
Yeah, I was going to say, birding might be an action. I would think birding is an action.
Tolling of the weapon. 6th level, you gain the ability to merge with your Raven Spirit. As a bonus action, when your Raven is perched on your shoulder.
Okay, so bonus action.
So,
you turn into a bird. Action, you do a disengage.
Yep, and fly. Unless it changed, that's what I copied and pasted out of the PDF.
Nope, that sounds fine.
So, just gonna wing back this way, fly over all these things in the water, and just kind of like...
Maybe I shouldn't have abandoned all of my friends.
All right.
He was just going as far as Dimension Door could take him.
Okay.
Figuring they were fine.
So it is...
by the way, when Valandra went through, my door should have been closed.
It
right?
is
but
being
not
brought
sealed.
closed. Yep.
It's closed, not sealed.
Okay.
Closed, not sealed.
Yep.
But it is closed. So I think this might be where we draw this evening to a close, because it is ticking over to 9 o'clock here. Is that where we want? No, wait. 2, 3?
We could probably get through the doors before.
Yeah, can we finish the doors?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are through the doors. So Mord's going to make his movement most likely and get through the doors. Nox is going to do something to try and interfere with you all terribly, but you are clear of the boiling lake. 2 doors is sufficient to hold it back. The third is just there in case the first one gets broken. So
we're closing the third anyway because we have ready actions to do that.
Sure.
As soon as Morg passes through.
So
which I'm sure he'd seal the door and then come through, and the door is closed and sealed.
All right. So let's step that one through here. So down from the south, you hear one of the two Ifrit call out in some horrible crackling language, the elemental language of fire, you would suspect, and another fiery figure appears. This one, a little more familiar than the Ifrit, a fire elemental summoned into the area. And we'll start off at the top of the turn order with that next week.
Cool. My rage is dropped, and I have 1 rage left.
We'll have
one
some
will be
excitement.
enough.
You didn't use your rage for this last thing.
I did use my rage in order to have advantage.
So that was the thing we're gonna look up.
Right.
I don't think reckless
we
needed
didn't do it because we didn't need it.
Didn't need it. So make sure you've got that rage. Rage is important. And Valandra, you've got a lead weight of a trident in your hand. And any questions, comments, concerns?
My concern is that I haven't got to try on the goggles yet.
I mean,
well, we have to identify them first.
Putting on goggles is a free action, so you can just.
Dawn has them. They're kind of part of him at the moment.
Are part of Dawn at the moment.
Stop hogging the magical items, Dawn.
Start being more magical.
So much trouble.
I'm very magical.
Wow.
Didn't you see me cast that lightning bolt
through a wand that you didn't make yourself?
Yeah, but also you can't do that unless you're a spellcaster, so
I mean, these are things.
There are rules about the wand of lightning bolt.
I personally think those rules are dumb. like even with scrolls, like why do they have to be only used by people who could like it just seems dumb.
Are you speaking as your character or
no, as me?
Okay.
I mean, that's
sounded
fair.
like something your character would say.
No, he's rather traditional.
I mean, making a wand or having a magical scroll does seem to defeat the purpose. If only people who can actually cast that spell can use it.
I mean, you can make things that don't require spell casting ability. They're just a little harder to make. Range of 90. Wow, range of 90 feet.
Also doesn't completely defeat the purpose because you only have so many spell slots, and some of us prepare spells. So I could make scrolls of spells that I really want when I need them, but don't usually need, so I don't have to have it prepared all the time.
Oof, engulf him.
All right, so the fire elemental has a surprisingly good range of casting. So will it be appearing around Dawn as Dawn tries to wing it? And
let me actually see how far he could have wung himself.
How far could you wung it?
Raven, where are you?
Fly, Raven, fly.
Edgar, where are you? Where'd your sheet get put? There it is.
Moments where I'm glad I didn't use dashing.
Dashing would be 100 feet.
You would have already used your action was disengaged, so no dash.
So 50 feet.
50 feet. Ooh. Oh,
so
back here,
is that? But this is.
Yeah.
Lots of measurement happening.
10, 50. Yeah. I will just count freaking squares. Hold on. My mouse is being a butthole. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There-ish. If we're gonna keep that. If we're keeping that, the squares are 5 feet.
5 feet squares, yeah.
So yeah, he would have.
Those are actually 5 foot.
30.
Squares.
These are actually. You could do that.
Yeah,
these are 5 foot now. These are 5 foot now.
Oh,
He changed it when we brought it to his attention.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I fixed the things. All right, so the fire elemental is being cast like a fireball to engulf you, and that's where I think we'll be picking up next week. Wait,
don't we have little friends who want to pull people down into the water?
We do. And those little friends are like, fuck the fire. No fire. No fire at all.
I think that they would be like, we can douse that fire. Come play in the water.
Dawn is tired of fire.
I don't think. Oh yeah, poor Dawn. No fur and no feathers shortly. So I think that will be our bring it to an end moment here. high drama as we return, for the Fire Elemental rolled remarkably well on initiative and is going to get to go first.
God dang it.
Come back. All right.
However, my spiritual weapon is still up.
Your spiritual weapon is still up.
It can inch along 20 feet around.
20 feet around.
And Waverly, you will still have Bardic Inspiration starting next week because it hasn't been remotely close to 10 minutes.
So write that down. And everyone will still have
temporary hit
hit points.
Yeah.
Except for you, because you got hit.
Except for me, yep. Those are
gone.
long gone.
So please make your notes. It will be important. This is one of the larger fights that you may encounter.
Oh boy.
Because they just
I didn't use a single spell slot to get wave.
Attempting to exit. Yes, no.
Yeah, I only used 2, so
Mage does not like.
I'm pretty good as well.
All right, and I do thank
nobody
you.
here can really use wave, and I'm sure it would be very useful against these freaks.
Technically, I don't have a god that I worship.
That's okay.
But you've got a really awesome hammer.
Yeah,
No,
so just,
I understand that.
Just load the new guy up with all the magical items.
Yeah, no, I don't know who it would.
Well, I mean, technically anyone can use wave. They just wouldn't be proficient with it.
Yeah, but
yeah.
And that wouldn't affect whatever magic properties it has.
Sort of.
I mean, if someone converted to a sea god, they could,
I could convert to a sea god. I don't have any.
I mean,
Valandra is the only one who knows anything about it wanting you to be a sea god affinity, and I think Valandra would be aware that there's one person in the group that has a huge affinity for the ocean.
And Telaise, just you get a little bit of an earworm going on. Someone is just humming a sea chanty right now.
Oh, what do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Oh,
It's Waverly.
So you're saying we should play Black Flag,
There
Assassin's
we go.
Creed Black Flag, and learn a bunch of sea shanties.
Learn all the sea shanties.
You can just find them on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
But why when you can play the game?
That's my go-to for sea shanty.
you have to pilot a boat, and that's mean. I had such trouble with the boat, everything.
Oh, the poor boat.
And the whaling, oh my god.
I think that one was free on PS Plus, so I think I have it downloaded somewhere, but I haven't played it.
If you fight the ghost ship, don't.
Okay.
It gets out of the water and flies over your head.
That is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
I don't think you could fire in that direction.
I'll be perfectly,
You cannot.
In fact.
I'll be perfectly honest, Assassin's Creed never clicked for me anyway.
All right, so I am going to drag our stream to a stop here. Thank you all. Ka-chunk.